In this episode of Mighty Car Mods, we have got something that's cheap, simple, easy, and applies to almost every single car owner in the universe. We're going to show you a battery isolation mod.
Welcome to an extremely short episode of Mighty Car Mods where he's going to do the mouth thing that he always does, thinks I can't see it, where we're going to show you a very simple mod. We spoke about doing this mod. We said this is such a cool thing to be able to do when you're winterizing your car, when you're going on holidays, when you're trying to diagnose stuff, when you're putting in stereos, doing all that kind of stuff, and we thought it's too easy.
Or when you're sucking on coconuts in Fiji.
Yeah.
You get them down from the tree and crack them in a thing and blah,
yeah,
go jet boating. What's it called? Motorboating.
I don't know.
Is that what it's called?
That
when
one.
You get the jet ski?
Anyway, so we thought this was too simple, but we also thought, well, it's awesome.
It applies to a lot of people.
It does.
Apparently, Martin, in countries where it snows, like Canada and stuff like that, apparently they apparently they like have to leave their cars for a while. They like put them in the garage because they've got like the wrong tyres on them and stuff.
Winterizing.
And so some people put them on trickle charges. Other people, the batteries just go flat. So we were like, well, you could just pull your like negative terminal off. And then other people are like, my car's always draining battery. There's something wrong with it. There's some parasitic drain. Is there another way? That's what you asked for. Yes, there's another way.
And it's simple.
It's very simple. So let's just hop in the old doodle machine and spray our way down to Super Cheap Auto or your local automotive store.
We've just finished the RB26 conversion on our 240Z and it's been draining batteries. We since worked out it was an issue with the alternator wiring, which we've fixed, but it got us exploring options for cutting power. You could just pull the negative terminal, but there's an even easier way to isolate the battery with the fap of a wrist.
So this here is a battery terminal isolator. Now this here is basically a switchable version of pulling your negative side off the battery. Pull it off. That's right. Battery loves it, but it actually doesn't love it because when you're getting your tool on here and you're smashing it round and round and round again, putting it on, putting it off, after a while this can get a bit grot. You can just take that cable on and off. You got to keep a tool in your car. This here is just a super clean, switchable way of doing it. And it's just so easy that you can do it with your eyes closed and your pants off or on. And Martin is going to show you what tools you're going to need.
So these are the tools that you're going to need.
The first step is to jack up your car. Once you've done that, you want to open your boot, trunk, hood or bonnet and locate the battery. Once you've done that, you want to find the negative terminal. That's the one that's not red. Then grab a spanner and remove the clamp from off the battery.
So the way this little thing works, it's technically called a battery terminal isolator. It is just a power isolator. It is just disconnecting the terminal. Now you've got to use it on the negative terminal because most cars are negative earthed. Old school ones, like from earlier than the 50s, were positive. Don't put it on the positive side. Not a good idea. The way this works is you just unscrew it and it basically releases contact between one side and the other side. When you screw it down and this actual sort of dial here and the copper or brass that's underneath it hits it, it now completes the circuit. So that is basically how you do it. It's threaded in that side. You just put that side on the terminal and put your original negative strap on this side. You can mount it any which way that you desire, which is what we're going to do.
Insert the isolator into the factory clamp, choose the right angle, then tighten it up. Once that's done, reinstall it onto the battery.
So that is it. That's like the simplest mod ever and also super handy if you're parking your car up for a while and you don't have a trickle charger. And there it is. That's easy. I didn't even know that product existed until like we started investigating this. And to check that it works, we do some horn. And then if I turn off the tap, turn the tap on again. It probably is worth a consideration that if you are turning this off, it means your alarm and immobilizer and tracking and any other stuff like that you're running is not going to be working anymore unless it's got its own power source. But we put it on here to show you, but it probably won't end up living on there forever. And I think that's it, Martin, isn't it?
That is.
That's like the easiest, simplest, one tool thing ever.
It's great.
There it is.
Now we're all ready for winter, even though it's summer coming.
Yeah, that's right. That's some, and even though we're going to be driving this all the time, I will probably put it on the Mini though.
Yeah.
I think that's like a good
mad.
place for it to actually live
Yep.
long term. So there it is, battery isolation switch. Thank you very much for watching, and see you all next time. In fact, Martin, before we go,
Yep.
maybe we should show the people these other options.
Yes.
The other things
there are other slightly more complicated options.
Let's show everybody before we go.
So there are other options and other ways that you can disconnect power, and there's quite a few situations where you'd want to. For example, you're towing something, you've got a caravan, you've got an isolation switch, you want to isolate a second battery, so when you go out camping, you're just running your stuff off one battery and not killing your main one, so you can still start your car and get out of the mad creek that you spent the whole weekend at. That's one such item. That's just a massive, heavy-duty, single pole switch that just turns a battery on and off. That's fine. That's really good for like disconnecting a trailer or a caravan or
Can I
something.
just check? So basically, you just sweep that switch sweep it left and right. It is made in New Zealand. Is that correct? It is. That's
my
why
God,
you just.
Oh my God.
Sorry, man.
Oh wow.
Sorry, man.
So that's perfect for like a caravan or something, but it's not really appropriate for.
Martin, it's not often that we see things that are made in New Zealand, and I just want to say, well done to New Zealand for being awesome.
Hella. I wonder if that's the
Because
same
they're
as
like
Hella too.
probably the second best country in the world.
They are. Not that there's competition. Now the other option, and one that's diving deep into this battery isolation, power isolation thing, is when you've got like a 6-pole motorsport style switch. Now you've probably seen these. Tay-Tay had one of these. A lot of track cars end up with these. And what it means is
Turning off other stuff at the same time.
Exactly right. So you've got your main negative, which is exactly what we just did on the 240, which is this, except for in this case you have to make cables. You have to make your own cables in order to put it, because this, for a lot of racing, has to be inside the car. And then to activate this, you actually have to install a manual cable that runs to the outside of the car.
External.
So if your car's upside down and the fuel pumps are cranking and something's on fire, they can just go, huh, and that will then pull this switch off. So that's a bit more intense. It's really specific if you are doing a track car or a race car or something like that, or a drift car, and you want to do it. We'll probably do this on Too Sexy one day soon, not today, but we're going to do it one day, because there's more bits and pieces we need to get in order to install it properly. You've got to mount it on a specific angle with specific plate, and it all gets a bit crazy. But basically, isolating batteries in that way is really handy, whether it's for storing them or whether it's for this kind of situation where you've got a track car, or for something like a caravan trailer or accessory.
Martin, thank you for sharing. And everybody, thank you for watching.
Thanks.
You might have heard my phone go bing. It's because my tracker sent me a message going that someone unplugged the power on my car. And that was me. So now it's messaging me, say, do you want me to turn you off or something? Amazing. There it is. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Have an amazing time isolating your batteries. And don't forget, new project car out on Monday. Next week, videos on Monday and Thursday.
So good.
And then Unicorn Circuit on Tuesdays and Skid Factory on Wednesday. Then the week after, Mighty Car Mods on Mondays and Thursdays.
So irresistible.
It's going to be amazing. Thanks, y'all, and goodbye.